back to Assay TV. I'm Lyndsay Malchuk, your guest host from Apaton Media. And when a market's starving for real discovery stories, few things still stop investors mid-scroll, like the world's high grade, Nevada, maybe a scale in the same sentence, all put together. One company does that, Lahontan Gold. They have been quietly building something that feels less like promotion and more like pressure building beneath the surface. And when pressure builds in this business, it either breaks it or it delivers it. Today, I have the great pleasure to be sitting down with the powerhouse at the center of that momentum, Miss Kimberly Ann, founder, CEO, president, and director of Lahontan Gold. Kimberly, I'm so excited to sit with you.
I'm so excited to be here.
I mean, it's early in the morning, and I know that, you're always like, don't ask me the hard questions, but, there's no other way.
All right.
Okay.
I'm ready for you.
You're operating in a jurisdiction where investors expect excellence, okay? Not effort. However, you do a lot of effort. So on a personal level, what kind of pressure comes with leading a project that has to prove itself against some of the best gold assets in the world?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, proving out your assets is one thing, but delivering is the next, right? And, with all good intentions aside, things can go wrong. So you have to be ready to pivot and move with the markets. You have to be ready to pivot with your consultants when they come up with new ideas for you to accomplish. I think our team does a really good job with this in that we have great consultants that work for us. I believe I'm a very good leader with these people.
Yeah.
You have to be extremely persistent. And, look, that model's worked really well for us. We have a very good relationship with the BLM and the state level people because we have been working in Nevada for a very long time, not just this company, but others. And they trust us to do what we say we're going to do. So, again, it comes down to pressure to make sure nothing falls by the wayside. It's the squeaky wheel that gets the grease that you just have to keep lubricating, and it's worked so far.
Fingers crossed. Well, it's pure fact, and you mentioned it, leadership in that environmental, it's not just technical. I mean, there is a very big psychological side to that.
Yeah.
When you're making decisions that impact capital and impact timelines and your team, how do you manage the tension between moving fast enough for the market and also reinforcing that data that comes out of the ground?
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good question. Honestly, it comes down to less technical.
Okay.
And more on the leadership side of doing what you say you're going to accomplish to move the project forward. As a leader, I'm not an engineer, I'm not a geologist, but I sure as heck know how to hire great people that I believe become inspired by what we're trying to accomplish, because I may have a lot of titles, but at the end of the day, we're just one big team. And if one part of our team isn't getting their job done to the excellent level that I am expecting out of them and expecting out of myself, then we don't succeed. So we work as one big family trying to accomplish a very big goal. And I think that's really important, because the lack of disrespect in a lot of industries of treating your people like employees doesn't work in this industry. This is a hard industry to be in, and you really need a team that wants to fight with you and as hard as you do, and we have that.
That's such a good perspective to put into the spotlight, is that they're not just your employees.
No.
Like, they become your second family.
They're my kids. I call them all my kids. When I'm fortunate enough to live 3 hours away from my project, so I go out there every time I'm home. I cook for them in the warehouse. They just love it. I love to cook. So I'm mom and bear to everybody. They come to me with their problems, whatever. But again, we are one big family that we really want to be very successful together. And that makes me really happy.
Well, what I've noticed a lot in the industry is when things are good, loyalty's strong. When things are bad, it kind of starts shifting a little bit. So to build a team that's loyal from the get-go, for sure, it's very key. Now, tell me, how do you protect, in this state that I just spoke about, how do you protect long-term value through all of that?
So, I mean, the long-term value for us is, we are always moving to a goal. Nothing bothers me more than hearing someone speak about their company. We're going to drill here, we're going to drill here, and I'm like, what is your end game here?
Yeah.
That drives me crazy. I'm a very goal-driven person, so right now, we're working on getting Santa Fe in production, and that timeline's getting shorter and shorter, and we're very excited about that. But that's just one cute little part of the story. We have 2 other beautiful assets that are going to be coming online, and as we put out the breadcrumbs of what we're doing and inspire people to keep following our story, I think they appreciate that, because we're not staying stagnant. We're growing as a company, methodically, responsibly. Our dollars, 75% of our dollars go completely in the ground.
Right.
So you have to keep evolving with the market.
Okay.
And the second you aren't evolving with the market
Right.
is when your company becomes stagnant.
Okay. Well, yeah, fair enough. I mean, leading an exploration story means really living in constant tension between belief and proof.
Mm-hmm.
So what's been the one moment that you can remember where your own conviction was either challenged or reinforced by the data coming out of the ground? Is there one moment where you're like, oh, well, yeah, that was pivotal. That's a catalyst right there.
I mean, I think, honestly, we're kind of hitting that right now, like the last couple of days, because, we picked up this West Santa Fe asset. I tasked my team to go find me more oxide ounces close by. They did. We haven't had a chance to drill this out. We have amazing historic data on it, but until we drill our own holes, is it really there? Because I don't have,
Yeah.
the core and all the data we need for this. And we've drilled 7 holes of that project, and it's just the beginning. But what it tells, I was very gratified to see, wow, it's better than what we thought.
Wow.
It's going to be bigger than what we thought. And now we are shifting more exploration to that side of our program. So that was pretty pivotal, and that just happened, and that gets me super stoked, because this is an option agreement that I can walk away from, and instead I'm going to pay that option agreement off in a shorter timeline. And more importantly, we look at that as a satellite operation, so we'll be starting our baseline studies. We know that takes 2 years,
Right.
and it will come online, in year 2 of Santa Fe working. So it will become very important to the company. So, yeah, that was a pivotal moment just recently.
Amazing. So amazing.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things that reminds you, like, this is why I do what I do.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, when I worked at Waterton, every day was a pivotal moment, because it was such a crazy, exciting place to work, for a debt fund. But it taught me a lot about how to be agile and,
So good.
find the moments and pivot the right way.
Like Madonna, you just got to evolve.
Like Madonna.
So before I wrap, I want to bring this back to you as a leader. What drives you on the days when the market is quiet, but the work behind the scenes is anything but?
Oh, I just can't get enough.
Tequila, coffee.
Well, yeah, those are pretty good ones. I just can't get enough of this industry. I mean, I think you look around our industry, and we have a lot of older people in our industry, because even though they're semi-retired, they can't get enough of it either.
It's true.
It's just that next discovery that gives you the goosebumps. What if it's
Right.
this? I
Yeah.
mean, I got into this industry and I made a 30 bagger in 4 months the first time I invested in mining. So it is possible. And I want more of those. I've had several, but I want more of those. And I'm going to keep striving to have it for myself, but for all the people I love around me in this industry and my shareholders. So every day is a struggle in this industry. And
That's true.
I said to you earlier that I describe this industry as waking up in the morning, jumping off a cliff, and trying to find my parachute halfway down. That's what I tell people I do. And you know what is the perfect description of my entire personality? I'm a thrill seeker. But if I'm not, running on that edge, trying to achieve something fantastic, I don't want to be doing it. And
That's true.
so far, that's what I do with this industry.
So far.
When
Yeah.
you don't see me more, I'm not having fun anymore. But
There we go.
I love it.
Now, Kimberly Ann, what do you want investors to know for the upcoming quarters?
Oh, pay attention. Pay
attention.
Pay attention. We have so much going on. 3 rigs. We have 1 right now, 2 more showing up, and we'll explain all about that as we move forward and why, because they are very targeted drill programs, and our permitting and, I'm going to raise $100 million to build it this, next 6 months. So there's so much going on. And, if you like Nevada, if you like safe jurisdictions, if you like gold and silver, I'd encourage you to invest, but do your homework first.
Absolutely, 100%.
And go to our website, and my cell phone's on there. I am the person you reach when you want to ask questions.
Okay.
Or email. So I'm always here for my shareholders.
Yeah, what's your website?
Lahontan Gold Corp.
LahontanGoldCorp.com. And where are you trading?
On the TSXV and the OTC.
Okay. What's your ticker symbol?
LG and OTCXF.
XF. Perfect. Thank you so much for sitting with
me.
This
as
has
always.
been so great. I can't wait for our next one.
Me either.
Okay. I've been sitting with Kimberly Ann, founder, CEO, president, and director of Lahontan Gold. I'm Lyndsay Malchuk, your guest host from Apaton Media right here in Cape Town. You want to head over to the website for this one and learn more about their story. It's definitely not a story that you're going to be left behind with. So we'll see you next time. Thank you again.